What's up, guys? Xander Kraus here from Xander Kraus Show. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I appreciate you guys for being here. As always, you guys make it all possible for me to do this. So Brandon Graham might be coming out of retirement after Za'Darius Smith retired. Now, as much as I love Brandon Graham, is this a good thing? I don't know. It obviously shows you that maybe the trade market's not as good as we thought. And also that the edge rusher room that they have in the building right now, they're not too high on. So Brandon Graham, after 15 seasons at 37 years old, might return to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Brandon Graham's one of my favorite Eagles of all time. I think many of us could probably say that. So I would welcome it. I'd be pretty happy with it. But I don't know what kind of contribution you can expect on the football field. I guess it can't get worse. So you kind of look at it like that, and you're like, you got Uche, Ojulari, Patrick Johnson, Jalen Hunt, who had a good game yesterday versus the Vikings. We'll see what ends up happening with it, but that is the latest update. And for those who watch my morning show on Jacob Sports with John McMullen, John basically said today he's going to be back. So I don't know if John has it on good authority or that's just how he was speaking, but it seems like Brandon Graham is going to come back to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, again, it's a good thing, but he had such a beautiful ending. They won the Super Bowl in such dominant fashion. Obviously, Brandon Graham, is the legend in this city that he is. But apparently it's been talked about with him. Apparently they talked about it even back when they signed Za'Darius Smith after week 1. And he said, hey, let me get in shape. Let me get back in the gym. Let me figure out some family stuff. So, I don't know what's going to happen with it, but it's obvious that this edge rusher room needs help. The defense needs help, clearly. They didn't have a great performance yesterday outside of the 2 takeaways that they had versus the Vikings. Gave up quite a few yards to Carson Wentz, and they're just not getting a lot of pressure off the edge. Jalen Carter looked great yesterday. Jordan Davis has had an all right year. Moro Ojomo, we'll see if he got banged up. Him and Keely Ringo had a little bit of friendly fire there. They bumped into each other, so ran into each other really hard, and Ojomo went down. But the interior is not the issue, it's the edge. And you got to wonder if Brandon Graham will return and how much of an impact he would make on the field. Brandon Graham, again, obviously a Philadelphia Eagles legend. I think he has almost 76 career sacks. I think it is 76 and a half, maybe something like that. So obviously a Pro Bowl player as well. I think 2020 was his Pro Bowl year, but I don't know. I'll say this. Last year when BG played before he tore the triceps in, I don't know what it was, week 8, week 9 versus the Rams in November, maybe week 10 or 11, he played really well, and he was playing a lot of snaps for a 36-year-old. Now he's 37 now, another year removed. Maybe had an opportunity to kind of get healthy after the Super Bowl, but still just feels like a stretch that he's going to do something on the football field. Now, I think from a leadership perspective, it's a great thing. We have a very young defense and a very young football team. So I don't think adding him would hurt, but we're going to have to see what kind of impact he can make on the football field, if any at all. Obviously, he's famous for the strip sack on Tom Brady and everything. And, we all love Brandon Graham. But it was such a beautiful, storybook ending to his career last year in the Super Bowl. I don't want that to get tarnished, or I don't want that to be viewed differently. I don't think it will. I mean, you can't change history. 2 Super Bowls is 2 Super Bowls, and he made the impact that he made. So, but keep an eye on it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. This is my personal channel, so appreciate you if you're here and you're watching. It's going to be a much more relaxed channel. I'm just going to kind of make videos and share my thoughts on when things happen. And I'll do that here personally, and then we'll still have our content flowing per usual over on Jacob Sports. So appreciate you watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you next time, everybody.